Hey there everyone, it's Val and welcome back to today's Squirrel RimWorld. Hello, BVB1979 on Twitch. How you doing today? I'm not doing too bad myself, thank you for asking. Have you had your... Actually, here's a question. Are you still drinking as much coffee as you used to? I have a tea with me right now, but I'm kind of wishing it was a coffee. And I figured out what I think was the problem with my being unable to have medical work done on the wolf. It was a user error, it's not a bug. You had to cut down on the coffee to 2 or 3 cups. Oh, that sucks. I was kind of wondering. But let's see. Right. So the issue is that the animal to be medicated has to be on the right medicine, but your best doctor also has to have enough skill. And it looks like Zakar actually has enough skill. Actually, Ellie should have had enough skill before. So maybe we didn't have him on... Let's try it again, basically. Because based on what I read on the mod, both of these guys should qualify now, whereas they may not have before, because we have done a lot of doctoring since then. Right, so let's find our little friend here. Here we are. We are getting full on cat beds. They might have to make some more. I think, actually, we've got room now down here, so I think we will queue up. And these are muffalo wool beds. I don't know if we have any muffalo wool yet. I think we just used up all the stuff that we had. Alright, well, let's queue up a few down here to be made when they can. Because it looks like we're full on cats. I bet if we go out here we'll find... Yeah, there's at least one kitten out here. And down here there isn't. Okay, so it's just a kitten there. Good to know. Right, so anyway, we were working on the dog. Well, wolf, technically. Right, so we had the jaw. Okay, so bionic animal leg, right front. Front right, front right. And a jaw so that the poor animal can eat decently. There it is, there's the animal jaw. And I don't... Did we make an eye as well? I don't see one. Oh wait, what's that? Cure burn. Requires medicine or better. See, like, these didn't give me the warning message. This one did. Interesting. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. If we can cure burns on eyes... Well, we might have to go through... If this works, we might have to go through the other animals. I know Miss Kitty has some burns on her eye. Where's Miss Kitty? Miss Kitty. I don't know where Miss Kitty is. Oh, that's Miss Kitty there. Okay, so... Administer hot cocoa to the cat? Okay, chocolate is not that good for cats, but I suppose housekeeper cats might be different. Interesting. It won't let me cure a burn. Let's see what we have in the stockpile here. Steel arm, light receptor, prosthetic arm, ear bandage. Okay, so there's animal leg, a bionic animal leg. So there isn't anything there. Maybe because the housekeeper cat is from a mod. Maybe that's why we don't have the option. I don't know. Never played this one before, eh? Well, it's been around for a long time, and Camaro is still having issues. Hopefully when you wake up... Yeah, those are both gonna last a long time, but these should be getting... Yeah, these are almost expired, so that'll help a little bit. Just wondering. So left arm stab scar. We're not going to remove an entire arm to fix that. Okay, I think it was skin that we could make. That's the tissue printer. Right, because I think I looked at the skin and it needed Glitter World medicine. Hello. There we go. Yeah, it requires 3 Glitter World and 25 Hyper Reeve. Oh, right. We bought some Glitter World, so let's see if we can cure that. See what the skin does. I've never used it before. And the other thing I want to do is I want to export this bill for future use. No. Oh, I must have created one before. Okay. That's fine. I didn't do that. All right. Let's see what happens. I've been playing RimWorld since early Alpha 12, Alpha 13, and then I took a break from it waiting for updates, and then I, got sidetracked by other things, so that's why this sudden jump to 17. I have enjoyed it. It's one of those few games that can glue me to it even when I'm exhausted. The developer has made a few changes in Alpha... Well, he's made them prior to Alpha 17, but they didn't exist in 12 and 13. A few changes that are tending towards what I call forcing you to play their way. In other words, the initial alphas gave you a very open slate choosing how you wanted to play. You could dig into a mountain if you wanted, you could go on in the middle of a plain, you could do a hybrid, which is kind of what this base is. And then they decided that digging into a mountain, even though in order to make it a nice place takes a heck of a lot longer than building on a plain, was a bad thing. And they introduced something called infestations specifically to discourage this. And in fact, as people have developed strategies to combat infestation, they've introduced strategies to combat the strategies to combat infestation. And have made it even more and more specifically targeted at making the lives of people who prefer to dig into mountains to build their base hell. For that reason, I have disabled infestations. Now, they do give you the ability to do that when you're setting up the scenario. Another change that they have made, and I'm hoping that they work on it some more and make it more interesting. Okay, let's see how this animal's doing. Has anybody looked after him? Oh, it's been done! That was the problem. Our guys did not have sufficient skill. So when he wakes up, he is going to be good to go. Alrighty. Awesome. Right, so the other thing that's been introduced is in raids you can have sappers. This one partially is under the category of forcing you to play it their way. Only because I don't believe it is, in my opinion, what I would call fully implemented. Basically, right now, the way that sappers work is it's implemented in such a way that it's as easy to slap it in. Because sappers have both a built-in GPS and an intimate knowledge of your base that can only be called psychic. In other words, there is no code in there to make the sappers a little more realistic in the sense that they don't know up to the second what the interior of your base looks like. By GPS, I mean they know exactly where to go. even if you move stuff around while they're coming in, they know automatically exactly what you've just, that second, moved around, and will move and adjust their strategies accordingly. Which is basically, they shouldn't. There should be some kind of delay in there. I could see that, they could send some visitors in, to kind of scope out the base as spies, but they should only know what you've recently done in your base until after you've had visitors who have been in the area where those changes have been made. If they haven't been in that area, there's no way they should freaking know. Even if they had a spy in your ranks, they wouldn't know the last second changes. Because you would think if there was radio chatter going on, this would intercept it. Anyway, and the fact that they automatically know where your beds are. That's what they target, is they target your beds. So the instant you place down a bed, the sappers know you've done it. The other thing that they also psychically know is if there's any openings within these areas here. So they will plot an optimal path. Like right here, we can see that there is an opening here. But if this was filled in and I didn't know, they would still know there was an opening there, and they would tunnel through there, so if they had decided to go this way, they would tunnel through less of the mountain. They also can tunnel through up to 21 layers of wall and or mountain. And I'm really hoping that they advance sappers so that, like in terms of code-wise, advance it, so they are more realistic in terms of they don't automatically know exactly what to do the instant you make any changes. And for that reason, I have gone into the XML file and disabled them, because they are, in my opinion, too cheaty right now. People may consider what I did cheating. I actually don't care that people might consider it cheating, because frankly, I consider it an unfair advantage for the AI. They already know as soon as you start putting in things, they already know how much your base is worth, how much good stuff you've got, in order to decide how big of a raid to send. I'm okay with that, because that, in my opinion, is they could be collecting intelligence from visitors who come, like I said, but it makes the game more challenging. Sappers, they know a little too much to make it, and it goes over the border between challenging into AI cheating. And like I said, I don't think, at least, well, I shouldn't say I don't think. I hope that they plan to add more interesting AI to the sappers, because they've already done it for things like the traps here. So for example, if you have people in a raid that come in and they run over the traps, and some of that raid manages to escape alive, they will remember where these traps are for, I think, a year? And I'm okay with that, because basically that knowledge got taken home. I would like to see the same kind of information being taken home from raids so that sappers could use it. But that requires coding. Right now they are using no coding, they are just automatically knowing everything that happens. So I really hope they advance the sapper AI so that they behave a little more realistically. And as soon as they do that, I'll re-enable them. I'll have no problem. I have no base problem with the idea of sappers like I do with infestations. Because I know for a fact the infestations, because I've read it on forum posts, you can read them yourself, that infestations are designed specifically to prevent people from playing a certain way. And that is a behavior on the part of developers that I really like. I don't care if they're mod pack developers. Well, people who know me know this rant. I don't like people saying, oh, I give you all these tools to build a story. Oh, but if you use these particular tools I provided you with, I'm going to screw you over. So, yeah. And in your opinion, it's not cheaty, it's making the game not worth playing, unfun. Exactly. And, that's why I've disabled both those things, because they made the game unfun for me. I had in Alpha 12 and Alpha 13, you know, despite the fact that a lot of stuff still wasn't implemented, I had a blast. I had no issue with anything the developers had done. It's only been these more recent developments, and I am holding out hope that the sappers will be further developed, and I can, in good conscience, re-enable them. And because I would like to have the option of having to worry about sappers, but not when they're cheating the way that they do. And again, like I said, it's not like the infestations where the developers have deliberately put in code to deliberately detect as soon as you start building in a mountain. Like, you can dig holes in a mountain, but as long as you don't put any structure nearby, and by structure I mean at least one wall, as long as you don't put anything nearby those holes, and I don't know what the nearby is, but it's a fair distance, then infestations won't spawn. But the instant you put down one single wall, they will start spawning. And that's one of the more recent changes that they've added to infestation, because people were figuring out how to combat infestations with little traps inside the mountain to encourage the infestations to go there so that they could deal with them. Yeah. BVB probably knows which mod developer I'm referring to when I say that there have been other instances where this sort of behavior has occurred on the part of the person writing the mod or whatever, and I disagreed wholeheartedly with it. Anyway, I still love this game. The fact that at least the developers give you the ability in the normal game to go into the scenario when you're setting it up a new game and disable infestations. At least they give you that option. I wish they did the same thing for the sappers. At least until they do further development on the AI, and I really, really hope they don't consider them finished. And you do remember my rants. Yes, yes. That's why I'm not mentioning the specific person. I figure I've ranted about them enough. So I just want to clarify, in case, for anybody that is not BVB and well familiar with me, this particular game, RimWorld, I highly recommend it. I love it. It's one of the games that I can go back and play again and again and again. It has endless variation, because you can set up your own scenarios. There's just so much you can do with it. And plus the fact that it had it in the ability to mod, and of course this particular playthrough is heavily modded. I recommend the game, despite the fact that I've had to turn a few features off for the reasons I just went through. So the developer, I think, has done a wonderful job, and I really hope that he does not continue down the path of trying to force people to play his way. Because the mod that I am not naming, that I used to spend amount of time ranting on, the reason I ranted about it so much is because I loved it. I loved the mod before the mod pack or mod maker started down the path of you must play it my way. And I really hope that I don't have the same thing happen to RimWorld, where it gets further down that path. Because if it gets to the point where it's too much of a pain in the rear to turn off all the asshattery, then I'll probably stop playing it, and I'll probably continue to rant about it for another 6 months, because I really still want to play it, but not with the asshattery. So, anyway. If you're someone who doesn't mind the AI cheating, taking the I don't want to call it the lazy way, because like I said, I'm holding out hope that the sappers will be, that this is just their preliminary implementation and they just haven't got around to adding the more complex AI. Because in terms of coding, it's really easy to slap in monsters or opponents who know everything, because the computer game knows everything. So that's basically the minimum implementation you can do in order to add a new enemy. The more complex AI, the more interesting AI, is making them more realistic. And that's usually a second pass and usually needs a third or a fourth pass before they're really an enjoyable part of the whole experience. And I don't want to call it lazy if I don't know for a fact that they've stopped working on it. There are games where they have gone the lazy way, and I will actually say which one. Minecraft. They have gone the lazy way because they've had plenty of time to implement to implement the more advanced fuzzy AI so that they don't automatically know everything. But they haven't. They've had plenty of time to do it, and they just haven't. And I've seen no indication that they even plan to. And let's just send him to talk to somebody. How would you talk to the pirate merchant? But at least with Minecraft, you can control your environment to a certain extent by putting up torches. Like, once you've got an area secured and torches up, you can ignore the lazy AI on the monsters. Of course, a game like this with sappers, you can't ignore that lazy AI, which is why I had to turn it off. And again, in terms of RimWorld, I'm using the word lazy, but I don't mean that I think that in this case the developers are actually being lazy. I'm hoping they just haven't got around to it yet, because there is a lot to the game, so. And BBB, you agree Minecraft got very lazy? Yes, it has. And what is the Pirate King pack for this game? Almost $400 for it. I believe that's it. It's basically a way for you to contribute more money to them to develop the game, because it's still in early access. I think it's the equivalent of basically having higher tier pledges that a Kickstarter would have. You'd have to read it and see what the extra things are, but it's probably something like you get to design a specific character that shows up in game, or maybe even a faction, you know, just basically perks like that to encourage people to do it. It's basically a money-raising endeavor. As long as that's not the only option available, you know, like, if you want the game, you have to pay $400, then I'd have an issue with it. Yeah, it's just, I think that their way of implementing Kickstarter pledge levels, but having it in Steam instead, because I don't think they had a Kickstarter. I could be wrong about that. When I first started playing RimWorld, I actually bought it directly from their website, and I had to download the game and install it on my computer and run it, and because it wasn't even on Steam back then. I don't even remember how I found out about it, to be honest. But I'm glad I did. And I will admit, for the mods that I'm using, I really hope that the Housekeeper Cat mod goes back in and turns down their toughness a bit, because they are a little over the top right now. I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong, but they are a little over the top. But that's why my entire fighting force of animal consists of Housekeeper Cats. Because when a 1-year-old kitten can take down mind you, almost die from it, but can take down a charger, or no, what are they called? The centipedes. The mechanoid centipedes. And it's a bit, yeah, just a touch overpowered. Okay. What do we want to buy here? Do we want to buy anything? You do not have any components, unfortunately. I do not want to... Oh, bionic hand. Hang on a sec. Okay, no, pause. Nobody go anywhere. Can I make a bionic hand? Why do I have the feeling I can't make hands? No, I can. Okay, so the hand is there. Then the advanced hand should be over here. Yes, I can. Okay, in that case, I am not going to buy the hand. I just thought maybe it was a special thing. But no, it's just a case of, for some reason, I just never had to make a hand. Okay, is there anything? You have a normal bolt-action rifle. Do I want to buy that? I think I'll wait and see what we get. Because frankly, I would rather... We might as well make our own if we end up not getting any, but I'm kind of hoping that the raids will ramp up a little bit here. because it's been a lot quieter than I expected it to be honest. To be honest. Man. My speaking ability goes horribly downhill when I'm tired. Yes, I had another crappy night's sleep. Mind you, if you saw my tweets from 6 a.m. this morning, you probably would have gathered that. Right, I think we want to keep all those things. Alright, Zakar, don't go anywhere. I still need you to talk to the exotic goods trader. Trinity on YouTube, hello, welcome to the stream. Just stopping by to say hi. You're going off to play Minecraft. Well, have fun, hope you enjoy that, and thanks for stopping by. And since you're here, I figure I might as well take this opportunity to say that if the past 3 nights is any indication, I will not be getting a good night's sleep tonight, and so therefore I won't be up early enough in order to get the try to get the Skyrim thing sorted out. Now that said, since it will most probably be RimWorld tomorrow, I am going to do my very best, assuming real life doesn't throw another big wrench at me like it did 2 weeks ago. I will do my very best to get Skyrim back on its feet so that I can start streaming it again next Thursday. I did at least get the What is SRP Skyrim edition done. So there is that. Alright, so these cats are old enough. Actually, these are new ones. I think these last 3 are too young. They still need to be weaned. But these older ones can be sold. And yeah, it does suck, but what can you do? I really, yeah, when I'm tired, I do not have the mental energy to deal with annoyances like that, because I need a lot of patience. And plus, being awake usually tends to help. And you saw the SRP video. Cool. It's a lot longer than the first one I made, but this time around I did it all more as it also was functioning as a discussion platform for me to talk about why I've made some of the guidelines I have. And hopefully it turned out to be interesting, because I figure if you want the short, too long didn't listen version, well, that's the general guidelines that are available on my website. So if you go to valsnoisytoys.tk and go down to the SRP section, you can see the general guidelines for creating a character for playing in my role-playing a character in chat during my serious roleplay live streams. And if you do want to watch the video, which I think is about 23 minutes long, I hopefully made it informational and entertaining enough to make it worth the 23 minutes. Besides, you can always put it on 1.25 speed or 1.5 and make it shorter. Assuming you can still understand me if I'm talking that fast. I probably talk really fast like this when you do that on those particular videos. Maybe a little faster, I don't know. I don't know how. I think I was speaking a little more leisurely in those, but anyway. Let's get back to the game at hand. I think I've done enough. Half an hour of that's overpriced. Half an hour of outside the box chatting. Although part of it was related to this game, so maybe not so bad. Alright, so we are going to buy... Can we buy all of these? Yes, we can. I would like to buy all of those, because if we start making skin to fix up scars, then we are going to go through that, and we will have to try to buy some more hyperweave as well as soon as we see somebody with that. One thing I've never seen is the synthetic skin for sale. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. Wooden stool. Well, saw that. Wooden table tiny superior. Actually, no, let's keep those, because if we do more bedrooms, we're going to need them anyway. And if it turns out we don't, then we'll go ahead and sell them later on. So we've got some sculptures to sell. Do we want to sell these wooden beds? Sure. We can build more. And a good wooden sculpture. An excellent one. I think we might put that one out. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of cash. Fantastic. Alright, so let's see. Let's put that sculpture we just saw, which would be you. Let's see what the art is. 6 with Erica. On this piece is a portrayal of Erica Mikovics smacking purple Camaro while capturing her roughly and amateurishly. Camaro is injured and seems to be in pain. The scene takes place in the middle of a district. The work is infused with the idea of blood and is done in a cubist style. The portrayal tells the story of the capturing of Camaro on the 14th of August. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's put it... Well, people spend a lot of time in here, so let's put one in here. Improve the room. A wooden stool? Why would I want a carving at excrement? What? It doesn't have one on it. There's no art on it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. If it was that kind of a carving, then yes, I would. It's like having a coprolite on your shelf. It's not something you particularly want, even if it is now fossilized. Poop is not something that's usually considered art. Not usually. There, so his needs, he should be, yeah, extremely comfortable. Yes. Alright, Judge, what is your issue? You're carrying a... What is it with you guys running around with chicken eggs? And why? Are you restricted? No, you're not restricted. I guess you just don't have anything to do. Alright. You're off now. Are you there, Trinity? Well, thanks for stopping by. You take care now, and I'll see you later in the stream. Alright. Oh, in case you're wondering, the reason that I turned off the little viewer count is because the YouTube one is, I believe, either broken or unimplemented, and they have not gotten back to me on what's going on. Basically, I've been waiting for over a week and a half, and I finally submitted last night an actual ticket saying, hey, I think this is broken. Either that or you never implemented it, in which case you should be aware that if you are using YouTube events, the viewer count does not work. Even though it's working fine for the other 2 sites. So that's why I removed it, because the whole point of showing it in the first place was so that when people said, hey, I'm the only one watching, it's like, well, no, look at the viewer count. I'm streaming to 3 places and you are not the only one watching. But when I still have to make that explanation, then, well, there's no point in having it there, is there? So if they do implement YouTube events, I will be putting it back, because at that point it'll actually do what I wanted. Delphiniums seem to take a long time to grow. It seems like they're always not there. Not in full bloom, anyway. You know what? Let's get rid of this one. Let's move their grass area down here so it's closer to where they're... Actually, right here. This is a nice open area, and that seems like a good place. So let's go to growing zone. I guess we might have growing zone soil. It'll be a bigger area, I think. Now that we got more people, we should be able to maintain that without a problem. And let's change it over to grass. White Flurry, hello! Welcome to the stream on Twitch. How you doing today? And yeah, the birds are chirpy today. You are quite right. They're actually usually chirpy. Now that there's 7 of them in there pretty much. It makes it really difficult for me to record chirpless recordings. I have to kind of drape them around with a dark cloth so I think it's night and then they go to sleep. So I've got a project that I need to do for some recording, and I have to make sure that the bird... I'm hoping that it still works, because the last time I did it, it worked, but then there was fewer birds in there. They should go nap. Because voice recording doesn't sound very professional if there's tweety, 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 tweety in the background. Alright, so Vicky's over there chopping wood. We still have room for wood in here. Right, so let's see. Research. I believe we're working on... Yes, we are working on the shipbuilding stuff. Did we get the skin made? I wanted to try that out. Yes, we do have synthetic skin. So let's find somebody like Comero who's having a lot of issues and will continue to do so for some time. Like I said, these will go away, which will help. But she's also in a little pain. And that pain is due to a scratch scar on her left arm. Let's see if now that we have the synthetic skin... We do not have the option to, like we did with the animal, to say cure whatever. Well, that is too bad. Now, was it because we had the skin that we could say cure on the animal in the first place? Maybe it's only certain things, but I mean, it wouldn't make sense you'd put skin on an eyeball. That doesn't seem right. That would be Miss Kitty. Oh, if we had more kittens born, that means that there's more people, or more cats. So you can be into A-free bonded and be turned back on there. You are in home, no bedrooms, so you can go there and follow her around again. And you'd be A-free, no bedrooms. You're actually still... you're getting trained up. That's why you were in A-free, no... Okay, so you can also go out. You're still being trained up, but you are trained. So let's give you to... I think to Erica. And Death? You can actually follow... let's see. So Erica has 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Actually 5, but you're back. So Lope has 4. And Val has... Okay, so this one will... Death will go with Val. Basically all my hunters, I like them having the cats with them. Because both the cats can carry things, the bodies back, and as well, if they get revenge happening from the animal that's being hunted and their compatriots, the cats are there to help mitigate the damage. Right, so you are still being trained. You should not be following because you're pregnant. Okay. I think that's sorted. We were looking for Miss Kitty. Where is Miss Kitty? There's Miss Kitty. Interesting. Why did we have the option to cure? Because because the wolf was already under anesthetic, or... Let's try anesthetizing Miss Kitty, and we'll see if we get the option to cure the eye when she's actually under anesthetic. It doesn't make sense that it's a skill-based thing, because if it was a skill-based thing, we wouldn't have got the option. Or I mean, it could be skill-based, but we don't... If we didn't have anybody capable of doing it, we wouldn't have been able to do it for Kenzo. So, Hadley! Oh good, there is more beds down here, so we're working on it. Did you just wake up? You must have. Where are you going? You're so cute. Wait, Flurry put skin on an eyeball. Yeah, I know, it doesn't really make sense, but I'm trying to figure out why we could cure the one but not the other. It'd make more sense that you'd replace the eye. Which we can do, it's just that I'm kind of loath to spend the resources on fixing an eye that still has a 90% functionality. If it was cut out, obviously, you'd replace it. Welcome back, BVB. So let's see if we can solve the mystery of why... Now, like I said earlier, it may be because they're from a mod, but then... I guess if they lose a limb, I don't think anybody's lost a limb yet. If we can't replace the limb, then we'll know it's because they're from a mod. And it might be load order issues. Although I'm pretty sure Housekeeper Cat is loaded before a dog says, because most of them are in the order that I installed them, unless I had to adjust it because of mod requirements. So, we'll see. Alright, let's speed things up. So, we need to decide on another project, I think, here. We do have the mining that we were doing. Is this done? Okay, so this is now finished. So maybe I'll slow it down again. Let's clear these plans. That is not clearing the plans. And let's reinstall this at... We don't know what that is, so let's see if we can identify this. Right there. And let's see, Pussycat is waiting for operation, so let's go health. Add a bill. Okay, well it's not... It's not because they... use unconscious. Alright, well... She'll wake up from the anesthetic. No worse for wear. But... Okay, not sure on that. Ah. Right. Beavers? Probably not the best place to have come. We are not going to tame any more cats. I looked at that Housekeeper Cat and went, well, and no, we got enough creatures. But actually, I should check to make sure it's not a kitten, because they have been having a habit of throwing kittens at us. Now that I've sold kittens, I think sometimes they come back on the map as one of those. So where was that Housekeeper Cat? There it is. How old are you? You're 9. Okay. You're fine. You can defend yourself. And quite handily too, I might add. Okay, so back... What is this? This is silver. Okay, actually we will mine that then. And so I think what we can do is we can go ahead and select similar. And we can deconstruct that. And we'll deconstruct that. We have a lot of granite. I just want to put a little room around this so that at least if raiders come, they're not going to see it as a quick thing to get to. This... Okay, so that has done its job there, so let's remove the plans. Let's take you and let's reinstall you out here, and then once that's done, then it'll be inside. There's a small chance this might get destroyed, but on the way in, this one, yeah, I don't really want to mess about there building a thing, but let's see how it is. Okay, so are you done? You're done here. So let's remove these plans. And let's move you. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna have to do three rounds. So let's do it there. What do them do? No, they don't get things forever. You may notice the plans that I've been clearing out. This, when it's turned on, actually shows you the stuff that's under the ground penetrating scanner. It uses a lot of power, that's why it's turned off. But I turn it on, and then I mark things, and then I put a drill on them to find out what's in there, and then once I know what's in there, if I'm not going to dig it right away, then I put something on the map to indicate what it is for future use. So basically, it can collect resources twice from each square, and if you actually have the ground penetrating scanner on, you can see it change color as it goes through each pass. And if you look at the drill, you can see progress to next lump 40%. So it'll do that twice on each square. But then once it's done that, then it's actually empty, and you have to move the drill. Now, in the base game, you can't move drills. You'd have to deconstruct them and build a new one. That never really made sense to me, and that's one of the reasons I installed the miniaturization mod, is so that I can move things. Because, for example, a cook stove, it doesn't make sense that if you wanted to move it, you have to deconstruct it and build it anew in a new place. Because in real life, in our current day and age, we're quite capable of having a couple of hefty people pick up a stove or put it on a dolly and move it. I don't see why RimWorld couldn't do the same thing if it were a real place. You know, again, same thing with the coolers. These and these you can also reinstall, and I can see that there could be an argument made that these are too big, that you would need big equipment, which RimWorld doesn't have, that you can build in order to move them. So if these were made so that you couldn't move them, I wouldn't complain about that. But because of the way that the miniaturization mod works, it basically allows you to move anything that you build, even though sometimes you have to jump through hoops to do it. I make use of that, but I wouldn't complain if they had decided to exclude those. One thing I actually wish that they would change is you can kind of cheese it a little bit. If you have some guys coming in and attacking, say, your geothermal generator, you can get somebody to run over, even though it's almost dead, and uninstall it. And so it won't be destroyed. But then on the other hand, there's something that's cheesy that's on the side of the NPCs. They can come in, uninstall your geothermal generator, and run off with it. Now that is weird. So this, again, is one that if they made it so you couldn't move it, I would understand, because it's a huge thing, and it's, you know, like a big installed thing. So I don't really see how a raider should be able to pick it up and run at full speed, I might add, away from your base with it. Whereas your character, if they picked it up, are slowed, which is reasonable. I mean, like I said, I don't know if you should really be able to pick it up at all, but you should at least be able to move with it, albeit slowly. Why is the raider running away full speed with it? And why can he uninstall it so quickly? Yeah, so that's a little thing that I noticed. It hasn't happened to me personally, but I saw that in a YouTube series. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. And BVB, have I ever played a game called Banished? I believe I did, but I only played it a couple of times, because at the time that I did, I believe it was in early access and there wasn't that much content. I haven't been back to it since. If Fox has been having fun with it, then probably about time for me to check it out again. If Turns out that I need another game that's gonna... I can't remember if it is as good as RimWorld at capturing my attention, but it is the style of game that could be. Alright, so now we can make that. So we might as well research that as well. And I think one of the things that we're... Nobody's reinstalled that. Okay, so I think one of the things that we want to consider doing, and I probably should remove these roofs. We'll leave it there. One of the things that I should do, let's set this to a no roof area so they don't build a roof on it. Otherwise, it'll start collapsing when we remove the walls. It's raining again? Is that in real life for you, I assume? Or is it in game? Because it says clear. Alright, do we have anybody for them to talk to? No. Okay, so these are old. It was raining for me here yesterday. In real life. So, maybe you got the rainstorm we had? Oh, the hurricane is bringing all the rain. Oh, are you in the path of the hurricane? Oh, I remember when we were in Florida for a few years. We went through a few hurricanes. And, well, they can be quite scary. Even if the hurricane doesn't go directly over you. Obviously, if it goes directly over you, it's very scary, but... just the wind and the rain you get. You're not in the path, you're in Hurricane H-Town? You're just getting rain and some wind. Oh. I see. You were... well, I didn't know that. Here I was all ready to be worried that White Flurry might get blown away. You're in Houston? Okay, be honest, I saw that Texas had hurricane issues. I did not notice exactly where it was. Because I just saw it in passing. So... oh, there's White Flurry the cat running around. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Erica's working on that. Alright, so I think we can probably deconstruct this here. So let's select similar. Let's go down like this and just deconstruct that. Actually, that one we'll cancel because it is actually at the edge of the building. Right, so I think it's time to start thinking about building a ship. We need to get the resources for that, and I think we can probably build it in this area here. Amore. I love that name. Closest thing to a hurricane you've been in is a tropical storm. Ah. So why were you repairing something over there? I don't recall anything going kaboom. Alright, let's toggle this one off. It's not quite full, but it's close enough. So how are we fixed for steel now? We need a lot of steel for this. We have enough plasteel. The thing that we're missing is uranium. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on. And in the morning, We'll mark in red some more of the areas that have deposits, and then we'll have somebody running around tomorrow putting it in various places so we can check and see what is there. So you've never been in a hurricane either, BVB? But when you're still in Kentucky and Katrina hit Louisiana, you got a lot of really bad storms and tornadoes from it. Ah. I think the closest I've ever been to a hurricane was when one of the years we were in Florida, a hurricane, the path of the hurricane came fairly close to where we were. And we had to, you know, do a lot of battening down the hatches, putting up protections for the windows and sheets on the inside of the windows in case the glass broke, to prevent the glass from spraying into the room, that sort of thing. We didn't actually have it hit us, so it wasn't too bad, relatively speaking. But that's the closest I've gotten. Okay, so we are going to mark these. So let's go to planning. Plan. And I'm not going to mark everything on the map. I'm just going to mark the closer ones. And if we exhaust those as possibilities, then we'll see about turning this on again. I thought I had you select on the edge there. Now, uranium tends to be one of the smaller deposits. But I am marking the other ones as well because it's also possible for it to be sort of in conjunction with another deposit of something else. But oh, that's probably Comiero is having an issue again. Oh, I can't mark that. You're in Blizzard City now. BBB. And for White Flurry, the power went out this morning. Ah. Close enough for it to cause issues then. Okay. This is a place we probably want to think about breaching and seeing what's inside. Now, due to a current bug in Alpha 17, I'm pretty sure I know what's not inside. But that bug is apparently already fixed for the next alpha, so that's good. Because it's much nicer when you don't have any clue of what's in there. Like these smaller ones. Sure, I'll mark these two. Oh, made an error. Made an oopsie. Oh, psychically dull, chemical interest, and slothful. 56 years old. We've got pirates. You're Lope's mother, alright? Well, I was thinking of saying no, but the fact that you're Lope's mother, Lope will be really pissed. Okay, so let's just pause it here while we finish up what we're doing before we have to worry about pirates. Because I want to fix this here. That is probably not going to help me fix it. Okay. I'm going to continue this marking thing. Oop. I just want to get it done so we can set it to turn off. Then we'll deal with the issue that's over there. The pirates are good. Hopefully we will actually get some decent weapons. That's a nice square one. I think it's, I don't remember ever seeing one that's perfectly square before. So it can happen. Interesting. There's no point in looking at that one at this point because it's under. That one, I don't even think we can get to. Mark that one because it's tiny. And we'll mark these tiny ones up here. since they're more likely to be what we're looking for. Alright, so let's just set this to be turned off. Did they land on a planet where their parents just happened to be? Well, some of the people... Erica is... I started with one colonist, and that's Erica. But these people all came from this planet, so yes, it makes sense that they would have relatives. Now, for Erica, it is possible that the ship she was on, that she had her parents or other relatives on the ship, and their escape pods came down in other places. So it kind of makes sense that you could see other people that way too. Alright, so let's start by selecting you. Actually, we have to see all of you. You're new. Oh, come on. There we go. Defensive positions. You don't have one. So we will give you one. We'll put you over here. Arison, you're new. Let's have a look at you. You basically are going to be a worker, from what I can see. You aren't good at that sort of stuff, but you're okay at animals, medicine, cooking. Your intellectual's good. So let's set you as a worker. Which means we want you to, you're going to be, actually, right now, let's change everybody over to battle stations. And we'll go to the animals and do the same thing. Battle stations. Let's see if anybody, pumpkin, male, housekeeper, cat. You're a kitten, that's why you're in the quarantine zone. Oh, that's Miss Kitty I'm looking at. Okay. And you should be on battle stations, right? The rest of them are okay. And work. You're not... Okay, I will set you at a 9 in case you're not doing anything else. Assigned to resting in bed. You can flick. You like handling the animals. Alright. Let's set you on a 2 for that. Cooking... It's okay. I think we're good for cooking, so we'll leave you off that for now. You do like smithing and whatnot, so let's put you on crafting. And because you're so good at it, let's turn Claire off of that. We'll put you on that as a 2. So if for some reason these guys are busy doing other things, you can do that. I'll put her on a 3 because she will go up fast if she does get to it. Instead of turning her off entirely. Right. Okay, so you're sorted now. And everybody should be heading to battle stations. Miss Kitty, are you going where you're supposed to? See, this is where she keeps liking to go when there's gonna be a freaking raid. The raid should be any time. Where are you? Okay, so we didn't quite get this finished up. But that will actually act as a barrier that they have to break through, so hopefully they'll decide that that's not someplace they want to go. Okay, so where... There it is! There it is! Ooh, we've got a lot of melee people here. A lot. Everybody has a shield belt. Well, that's interesting. I was hoping for some guns. But no. No, the bloody monkeys apparently prefer the melee. Either that or they're trying to cut down on how many melee people they have, so they sent them after the runaway. Now, they are going after a granite wall, some of them. Yeah, Erickson should be in just fine. so Artie, you can go there. And let's go ahead and select... Actually, I think we can do it all the way along the line here. Let's select everybody. Just... Oh, you're a worker. You shouldn't be here. You are the one, actually, that I meant to put here. There. And then we'll select them and set them on defensive. Get inside! Get inside! Okay, you're good. You were being chased by Katsumi there and Tai. Now they're like, well, we're not sure what to do. Okay, fine, we'll go north. So it looks like none of them are going to try to breach the wall. And Camaro is in the right place. Okay, so let's select them. Do we have everybody selected that we are supposed to? Yes, it looks like we do. So now we can hit that. So next time, everybody will be included. Hadley? Dang kittens! Crap! That's why. You should be in the quarantine. I totally missed. That's my fault. I should have put you in quarantine. Get into quarantine. Hurry up! Before they get here, or you're gonna get shot. Don't run! No! Oh my god, that kitten's gonna get killed. And Pen, what are you doing? Really? At least you're an adult. Yeah, you're set to battle stations. Battle stations does not include that area. What are you doing in there? Alright, let's check the battle station area. Animal battle. I don't see anything that says Pen should be allowed in here. But there he is, nonetheless. Crap. Yeah, that poor kitten is going to... Oh, kitten might make it. The kitten, yeah, it's being chased down, but no. Oh, good. Okay. You're down. Pavlov, what are you doing up there? Okay, so, let's see. Let's release the animals. No, they're not actually going to chase him down. Oh no, Pavlov is out there. Alright, so these guys likely to... No, you're probably going to get away fine. You're probably going to get away fine. But Tai? Oh, looks like you might... Lost a finger, though. Pavlov decided to chase down Lewis instead. Okay, well, while that's going on, it looks like everybody here is dead. Yeah, even this guy bit the dust. Okay, so let's let everybody go. Pavlov, how you doing? Okay, so hopefully we'll send you back. You get looked after. Okay, so let's unforbid them. We did lose one turret. Considering... Oh, wait, hang on. We've got people here. I thought we didn't have any... Actual... there we go. Okay. Who's still nearby? Pretty much nobody. Everybody's rushed off. Alright, so Val and Neb are nearby. So Val, could you capture this person? So there's at least one more person. No, Pen! Neb, could you rescue Pen? Pen, what happened to you? Okay. Quite a lot. And the stupid raccoon made it through without a scratch. Of course. Like a few people lost their heads. You gonna make it out there, Ty? Looks like you are. Alright, so restrict. Okay, so let's make sure everybody's set up correctly for battle stations here. Let's go back to default there, and animals. Let's set you on default as well. Okay, so let's see what's happening here in the medical bay. Pavlov is being treated for his cuts and bruises. Where is... Where's people? So you're capturing Warner. You've got him. Alright. And Pavlov has a shattered rib. Well, we'll see about fixing that up, actually. Good thing you noticed. Yes, does have a shattered rib. Alright, let's see if we can make... Before he gets up and walks away. Actually, you'd be under here. Can we fix an animal rib? Maybe we can use the same thing as a person rib? There's no ribs here. If you guys see a rib that I'm missing, let me know in chat, but I think there's no ribs there. So... we can't make a plain rib of this type. Which is too bad. We'd have to make a medical rib. We already have one of those, I think. Or did I cancel it? I might have canceled it. So let's make a medical rib. Neb, what are you doing? You're rescuing Pen? Okay. Oh, looks like our hitchiness is back. We'll have to do some cleaning here in a minute. Now, hopefully, people will rearm these. Okay, stream breakwist. Tell you what, why don't you come over here and drink some hot cocoa. Pen is no longer incapable of walking, so somebody just put Pen down. Where's Pen? So does this have... whoops. There. Yeah. Oh, he's still bringing Pen. Even though Pen is awake. After all that beating... yeah, there's that blood. Okay, so... you gonna come in and look after Pen? Yeah, tending to Pen. Okay. I think he'll make it. Okay, Neb, are you, you're making an armor vest. Oh, looks like Arison is making this. Good. Kuma, how you doing? You're drinking your hot chocolate. Okay. Alright, these 8 days. Oh, I didn't realize it was still 8 days. Pen and Yuck over the best cats. They all are. They're all excellent cats. Clara, it would probably be good at... Actually, let's just clean the whole room. In case there's any other dirt that I can't see. Okay, so you're patching up this person? Alright, so... let's have a look. So you're a pirate, you're a 94%. I don't think I want to recruit you. Because you're pirates, just letting you go is not going to improve our relations with them in any way. So I need to think about this. Do I want to exact a punishment for them attacking? Mind you, they didn't attack us, they were trying to recapture someone, but they were also had a slave, which I don't agree with. I think slavery sucks and shouldn't be done. So I'll have to think about that. Because if we are going to exact a revenge, assuming that they don't die from an infection or something... I know what I want to do if we decide to go that way, but I need to think about it. Are the people in this colony the kind of people that would do this sort of thing? It is RimWorld. People are a little more rough and ready here, because they've had to be. I'm not referring to executing them. We're not going to execute Warner. But we might do something else that would let the pirates know that coming here is not the best of plans. Alright, Pablo, let's see. Now you're all healed up. Okay, I cannot fix your rib, unfortunately. I don't think. Hang on here. You're still okay, I don't know. That's not finished yet. How's Pen doing now? Just about all patched up. Hang on here. Throat. Major risk times 2. Oh no, Pen has got sick from an infection. Alright, well that's gonna be tended. Yes, I know, Pen... Actually, everybody's gone to bed. Zakar, if you wouldn't mind getting up and tend to Pen's infection, that would be lovely. Thank you. And the major breast is still coma. Well, we tried to do what we could about that, but that didn't work out. The caravan is approaching. Lope's brother and Arison's mother. And since Arison is Lope's mother... Wait a minute. Oh, so his grandmother, Lope's grandmother is in this as well as his brother. I see. And we have a prosthesis trader. Zakar, if you wouldn't mind calling the prosthesis trader. Let's see. I don't think they have anything we want, but we might as well check just to make sure. Okay, we've got a medical rib. Let's have a look. Please let us... Actually, wrong cat. Where's Pavlov? Pavlov. No, we don't have the option to install that rib. Unless it's not in here yet. Maybe I got... yeah, I'm a little too enthused. Let's let it actually get in a stockpile, and then we can tell. Alright, so overpriced medicine, no thank you. These are all things that we can make. Advanced bionic eye is tougher for us to make, but it's $4 grand. Allows the user to perfectly see in the dark as well as see through walls. Interesting. I almost want to get it just to find out. Remember when you struggled with opening jars? Now you struggle with not breaking them instantly. We have a lot of chem fuel. Okay, okay, so that is now in the... I keep saying okay. Because it's okay. Is it in the... Where is... There it is, the medical rib replacement. Now let's check Pavlov. No. I'm sorry, Pavlov. It apparently is not something we can fix, which is a shame. You would think that this would let me do it. I mean, it lets you replace ears and tails, but you cannot fix a rib. I wonder why that is. I mean, you could do a heart and a lung and a liver. Is there research that we never did? No, we did all the research. Yeah, so that's a shame. Unfortunately, Pavlov, you will have to deal with the pain. And the whole family is here. Yes! Yes, pretty much. Lope's whole family. Let's see, Lope. Your skill is 11. Why don't you go talk with these people? You can... I know you aren't as quite as good at it as Zakar, but that's okay. You go visit with your family. And we'll buy chocolate from them. They've got meat as well. We are getting a little down on meat, but I don't... Well, maybe we'll buy some. I mean, it is their family. We'll buy their rhinoceros meat. Maybe their squirrel meat, too. We need to make, certain meals that might need it. And I'm going to turn on my other fan here. Let's see. We have Nutrimine. Oh, we're down. We're actually down, so I think we should probably buy some more. Sure, we'll buy all their Nutrimine. And, of course, all their components. And... let's sell that. You don't really have a lot that we can sell to you, except for the housekeeper cat wool. I guess we can do that. We'll get more. Oh, we'll sell you the ambrosia. We have luciferium. I think we're going to keep that. We'll put it in a little room where we can lock it up. We need to make that little room, but that's okay. Oh, we should toggle that on. Some place where it's unlikely. Actually, we got a little area here. So let's... I know people are going to see the bodies, whoever goes to work on this, but they'll just have to deal with it. Let's put a Do I want to do that? Let's put it over here. We'll finish up the wall after. Actually, in that case, let's do it here. Alright, Warner. I think we need to think about... Alright, you still need to heal up. Roxy is pregnant. Don't follow Erica around anymore. You are free bonded. You're now at home bonded. And that means we got more kittens. Oh no, she became pregnant, not pregnant. So that chocolate even make it inside? Don't think it did. I think people ate that chocolate. They really like the chocolate. Oh wait, no, we do actually have... They did make it in. Okay, so has anybody worked on... Yes, okay, good. Let's go here, let's build that like that. Let's forbid that for the moment. Let's get that out of here. And we are going to create a little stockpile. So let's clear all. Let's set it to important. And we are going to put drugs in here. But right now, I think the only one we really want to worry about is the Luciferium. The other ones, while it's still a pain, I don't feel the need to lock them behind a door. Luciferium, though, is a real issue if somebody takes it. The other drugs are also banned, but this is particularly banned. So that the Luciferium should get moved into there. By someone. There we go. Good cat. Now hopefully, if nobody comes and does this, if they start heading for bed, I'm going to tell someone to do this. Oh, looks like Lope's looking after it. Fantastic. That will prevent anybody with a chemical interest from saying, hey, I just stubbed my toe, I'm gonna go take some drugs. Alright, we need to decide what to do about this guy. This woman. We do not want to try to recruit her. She is not a fantastic character. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. So it looks like we can cure, at least on people. Huh. So we can mend those. I wonder if we could mend something if they were still injured. if we could mend something that was causing a scar, but we don't know if it's a scar until after the fact, don't we? Alright, in any case, where is this? It's peg leg time! You attack our colony and you manage to survive? Guess what? That's a peg leg. You will get released, but you're not going to be moving very fast. This is what happens to pirates who come anywhere near our colony. And if they don't die, if they get captured, this is what happens to you. Unless you're a good character, in which case he might convince you that you want to join us. I could be... Our colony, I don't believe, is the sort that would, like, harvest body parts. Like, livers and... Or actually, liver would kill him, but, like, kidneys and lungs. Because we could technically steal a kidney and a lung from him, and he wouldn't die. But, no. We'll do the peg legs, but we're not going to steal body parts. We're not organ stealers. The only reason we would remove an organ is if it was infected and it was going to kill the person. And, you know, in that case, it makes sense. Because otherwise the person's going to die. Okay, so our bill is completed. Peg leg should be arriving. There we go. A peg leg for your left leg and a peg leg for your right leg. And as a side note, it actually is an excellent way to get experience for your doctors. That's not why I'm doing it, but you'll see when Zakar goes to do this, you'll see his progress just jump right up. Might even make level 12 from this. If he's already done them. Has he done them both? I guess he did them both. So it didn't jump up as much. Yep, 2 peg legs. Look at it this way, you don't have to heal up those gunshot wounds now. Alright, so we are going to set him to release. And that'll be it. You can go away. So, Comerario. Yeah, I know. Here. I know it's not the same as something that actually helps a lot in a permanent way, but I think it's like the chocolate's already been claimed, but we do have caramel ball, so go ahead and, you know, have a caramel ball. That should, you know, give you a little bit of a mood boost. There you go. It's not much, I know, but helped you out a bit. So hopefully we'll get another trade ship coming by soon and we can sell the kittens that have now been weaned. Alright, let's slow it down for a moment. Now, I believe, yeah. These need to be looked at again. So remove plans, clear that, and let's reinstall you there. How are we doing up here? That one is still being worked on, as is that one. Now, we wanted, let's make another drill. We're going to see if we can find some uranium. So let's start below here. And let's put them there. What I might actually do is go to the planning. Let's set the opacity. That makes it fainter. Let's make them easier for me to see right now. We'll put them back to 10% once they're, we've done this. One colonist is idle. Arison. Alright. Why might that be? Okay, well, you probably would like to do research. Do we really have... I guess we do. We really do have that many. Well, I guess we can queue up some more. Are we out of... What have we got here? We've got limestone and we've got granite. Alright, so let's put in some more granite. And then we'll do the same thing with limestone. Sure. That'll give people things to do. Get those processed. Right, so we were down here. Did we actually ask for a thing to be built, or did I get... Oh, yeah, they're bringing it. A zit event. Alright, Ellie, if you wouldn't mind toggling this on... Oh, yeah, I know Vicky is doing it, but you're closer. Might as well turn that on so that we're not without power during the night here. There. Interesting. Okay, we can toggle that off. Let's reconnect that a little closer. Okay, so somebody will go and turn that off. Alright, do we have anybody that's crafting is really high? Neb. Of course it would be him. He has to do all the crafting. Well, I'm not going to give him art to do then. I was thinking somebody with a high... Actually, it has to be somebody with a high art. Sorry. Well, Artie is the highest, but I want his to be higher. I was thinking maybe we'd make something out of gold, but that's not really an option. Okay, I think it is time, though, to start thinking about building some more bedrooms. So let's go here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I'm going to leave these there for now because we don't need a lot of bedrooms. If we get to the point where we need to build one... Oh, I see. Hang on just a sec here. Let's pause it. We've got... Can we build more bedrooms here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could build bedrooms here if we moved this. So I think we're going to keep the corridor. I was thinking about taking out, but no, we'll keep the corridor. And we're going to need some of these. That way, if we need to, we can add more bedrooms over here as well. Kiba on YouTube, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I've not been too, except for tiredness, because I've not been getting enough sleep, I have not been doing too bad. Thank you for asking. Just realized we got... Yeah, it actually gets used. It does pick up dirt, so that's okay. We'll leave that there then. Because that'll give us 3 more bedrooms, and that... I don't know that we'll grow the colony much more than this. This will be more for, you know, if we lose people and decide we need to have some colonists that... Yeah, we probably won't ever have to make use of that corridor, but in the meantime we can fill it with cat beds. If we need to. So. Sure. Oh, bad animal. Hang on. Where's it going? It's going down here. Let's set it for hunting, because all of our hunters... Val... Actually, Lope does not. No, Lope does have cats. Judge has cats. Neb does not have cats. But he is so busy, I'm actually going to take him off hunting. He's got other fish to fry right now. We may put him back on hunting again later, but... So anybody that goes after him, after that Muffalo, will have cats with them. Okay. Well, that's an interesting location. We're going to try a different thing this time. Let's just wait. Just wondering. Yeah, let's wait till morning and everybody wakes up. So they... And Dusty has given birth. Animal. One kitten. Ina. Okay, so Ina is at home, and let's just make sure for battle stations, Ina is set to that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to... Let's do battle stations, and we'll do the animals with battle stations as well. So when they wake up... Ooh, you guys are trained and you don't have anybody to belong to. Actually, maybe we'll give you to Neb then, and we can put you back on... Wonder why you were set to none. Oh, you're set to none because of... That's why it actually remembers who's set to what. I see. It's kind of a pain, actually. Well, it is what it is. They're not normally on that, so it should be okay. There goes the cats. Like I hoped. Alright, now one of the cats should bring it in. Pen, how you doing? You just got a bruise from a muffalo. Alright. In that case, still have people that need to wake up. Kind of nice if somebody brought that in. Just saying. Oh, it's probably outside the home zone, that's why. Okay. Judge, you're sleeping in. You're gonna be a while. Alright, I hate to do it, but I need you up. I need you all to go to defensive positions. Alright. So let's take our workers. Actually, sorry. No, you guys can actually go off of defensive. But I will still take the workers, and I want you to man this. You can man that. You can man that. And let's grab you. Actually, no, not you, because you're having mood issues. Let's grab Ellie. If you can man that. Then we'll select these. Hold fire, please. And what I would like you to do is go kaboom right here, please. And we'll see if we can get these guys. It looks like our turrets are still on. Really need to remember to flick that after so we don't have power issues. But now we should see boom, 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 boom. And once that gets down low enough, it should force these guys to come in and attack us. In theory. Okay, you can fire now. Yeah, we'll check that out in a minute. So it looks like it did piss them off enough that they are coming in. But will you come all the way in? No, no, now you're turning around. Well. You guys are still firing? Yes, you are. Oop. Screen shaking was another batch hitting. Let's set it to slightly faster. They are crappy at hitting their target. Are you, no, you're not going to make it all the way in. Once this gets down to half, which might take a while. Gonna make it all the way in yet? Oh, wait. They're actually coming in. Let's see if the turrets can handle this. That one did get rebuilt, but... Oh, one of them's down. I think those turrets are going to be fine. These guys might still be coming in, so how's this doing? Lost a thumb. Yep, that one I figured to go down. Losing fingers right and left center. There we go. Also lost a leg. Alright, so these guys, speed it up. I can't. What's the issue? RD has broken. I'm so sorry. Bandits and nearby. Okay, we'll check that after. Might actually think about doing that. So RD, I am sorry I let you work until you went into a daze, but who's in a good mood? Who can take this? Coma? Why is it saying your health is way, or your happiness is way up here when it's actually in the toilet? Yeah. Go have a caramel ball. Lope. Your mood is okay, but I actually think Erica, you've got the best mood. If you wouldn't mind, I think this is the one Artie was... There we go. Oh no. Well, crap. Well, I'm sorry, guys. They might end up pissed at us because, well, you came in at the wrong time, but we're doing what we can. We will try to help you guys out. Oh, there's gonna be fire everywhere. Looks like Olga needs help. Hopefully it'll rain. Alright, let's go here. I think we can, send out to help. We will try to help you out. Yes, I know, we're coming. Okay, you lost a few people. I am sorry about that. Okay, you are not related to anybody in the colony. If you were, what about you? Okay, so... Ooh. It's a car? I don't know. Rescue Gray. No. These guys are now coming in. Let's set them to... Okay, so you shouldn't die. You are leaving. You, we might have to rescue. Alright, we're doing what we can for your fella. I don't know if we're going to be able to get back in time. Zakar, you are taking a terrible method to get here. Terrible direction. Okay, so we'll have to keep checking to see if anybody has fallen over. So you lost all your arms. Okay, Zakar, hopefully... I have a feeling they might die on the way. We might not be able to help. Has anybody else fallen over? Not that I can see. Although there's the one person that I think is going to go down for sure. Artie is still running around in a daze. Come on, Zakar. And actually, let's go to restrict. Let's change you guys back to default. And the animals can also go back to default. Come on, Zakar. Aww. Yeah, so they tried to help us. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Unfortunately, we could not get that person back in time. We tried. Are you related to anybody in the colony? No, you're not. Okay, so they're still friendly, but they're unhappy with us, and I can understand that. Okay, so a uranium incendiary motor. No thank you. They will give us money. Alright, well let's see where it is on the planet. I'm gonna have some tea while we're waiting for the planet to generate. Actually, I just noticed the time. We are going to have to end the stream in the next couple of minutes here for this afternoon. 9.3 days. That's actually a bit far given that we have no pemmican whatsoever. Or not pemmican, but packaged survival meals, which I should unsuspend. Okay, what I want to do is I want to see... Just make sure... Let's look at these guys. You're gonna die if you don't go down and we can we can rescue you. You're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine. Probably. So, Krika is the only one that we're gonna have to keep an eye on here. Please don't die before you go down. Because if you go down, and it's soon enough, we might actually be able to prevent your death. You're welcome to come and use our medical bay. We'd be happy to patch you up. Well, they're fleeing. Oh, because they're... You did go down. Thank heavens. And I think we are going to be able to sell you, or save you, not sell you. Rescue Krika. Probably Krika going down made them scared. You would have think they would have taken Krika with them. And Ellie is now patching Krika up. Yeah, I know we need to deal with that. Alright, so you're patched up. You might get an infection. We'll see how it goes. And curiosity. No. We are going to deal with this, and then I'm going to end the stream for this afternoon. Okay, so we want Ellie. And... I should let people sleep. We're going to grab Ellie and Zakar when he gets up. Actually... That line I thought was the mood, it's not. It's way down here, which is what I expect. So Ellie, we're just waiting on Zakar to wake up. He's almost, and he has to eat. So once Zakar's eaten, we'll send those two up here to beat the crap out of this thing. Oh, oh, hold it! Why do you guys eat? I have a mod in here that's supposed to stop that sort of shenanigans. No, you can't have it. Go have a decent meal, Zakar. Jeez. I really hate the way that you can't tell them not to use them. I have it set up so I'll have to check it. Maybe it's been reset. Anyway, Zakar and Ellie. Please go beat the crap out of that. Okay. I'm gonna... trying to remember how to see it. It's not here. It might be here. Let's go to the mods. The options. Mod settings. Here it is. Smarter food selection. Okay, so the controls are there. Okay, so Krika, you should be able to go home now. And hopefully that'll improve our faction. Because we're down 10, that should get us up to 25. Food, here it is. Okay. Meal awful, meal simple, meal fine. So this is the order. That's the prisoner policy. We want to look at the colonist policy. They'll eat lavish, then they're supposed to eat fine, then simple, then awful, then raw, then kibble and raw, then insect and blah blah blah. I don't see why a packaged survival meal is considered better than a fine meal. It's not a lavish meal. I don't think. It doesn't make sense to me. If I sound whiny, it's because I am. It doesn't make sense. Smart. Okay, so select report mode. Report within game names. I think that's going to generate a report. Available in log. Okay. Oh, I think we have to actually load the log. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's assign all colonists on the map. Current best food. Find meal inventory. So let's uncheck this. And then look at who was it that was going to eat it. Zakar was. So let's go here. Look at food. Current best food. Find meal inventory. Why were you eating the stupid packaged meal? Might be how they were raised back then. Well, see, there is one type of person that would go for a packaged meal. And that would be somebody who's an aesthetic, but Zakar is not an aesthetic. He doesn't get a mood boost out of crappy things. Where are you, by the way, Zakar? You're still coming. Ellie's gonna have this all done by the time you get here. We have enough mood problems with camo, and I didn't want to take the chance of forgetting this. Alright. Ellie? You wouldn't mind... Oh, really? No place to store a persona core. There, now there's a place. So that area is full. So we need, hopefully somebody's going to be doing mending and actually What are you doing, Neb? You're researching. I actually would prefer it if you'd work at the machine table and disassemble those mechs. Is there any more to disassemble? No, because they have to be carried in. Okay, who else is a crafter or tailor? Coma Arison. Would you mind working on the mending? Never do hauling. Okay, can you work at the workbench? And if you wouldn't mind cleaning this room. We do have a combat supplier coming in. Sakar, you're still carrying the silver in. Artie, you're still on a break and you're starving now. Oh no, Lope has had a heart attack. Alright, I think we're guys gonna leave it there and we'll deal with Lope's heart attack because I'll keep finding things that I want to do and I gotta go make supper. Alright, so thank you guys very much for watching this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back in an hour and 50 minutes with more RimWorld this evening. If I don't see you this evening, you all have a good night, and I'll see you again in the stream sometime. Y'all take care now. Bye.